Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more Archer-only Hypixel Skyblock. Today I've got a lot of things planned, including unlocking something I have not been able to use in over half a year, and I can't even express how excited I am for this. But anyways, if you guys are still enjoying the series, be sure to hit that like button. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes on today's episode. I know that's a big goal, but I'm sure we can do it if we all put our heads together. And if you're at all new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. It means a ton to me as we're on the journey to 100k. And without further ado, let us begin. And in this chest, I pretty much have most of the episode planned out here, and you can see there's quite a lot to go over. The first thing I'm going to end up doing is taking all of this stuff and doing some work upgrading our minions. And the first thing I'm actually going to do is upgrade this diamond minion to tier 2. And we can do that with 2.5 stacks of diamonds here. It's going to take a little bit for me to work through how to do this. There we go. And that'll be tier 2. We also need to upgrade our cobblestone minion right here to tier 2 as well. We can do that by doing another 2.5 stacks. And there we go. And the final thing we need to do is craft ourselves a coal minion. And this will give us 3 unique minions, unlocking our 6th minion slot, which I can then use to craft ourselves another diamond minion and set that down. Now off camera I did just a little tiny bit of work. All I did was carve out some areas right here to go ahead and place these minions down and just give us some more room for expanding this place as we need. But so far we're just using 6 diamond minions. All of them are tier 1 except this boy over here is tier 2. And then I'm not really using those 2 minions. I just crafted them for the free extra slots because more unique minions equals more slots equals more money equals win. But the next thing I have here is actually something a lot more unique, and we're actually going to be making 2 potions today. Well, 1 potion, but I guess 2 of the same potion. We're just gonna slap that here, put some water bottles in here, and do some nether wart. And if you can't already tell, we're going to be making some haste potions. And the reason I'm gonna make haste potions is, of course, for this golden axe. What? For this golden axe? I don't know why that happened. But there we go. We can slap a piece of coal, and I mined just a little bit of coal. I think it was like 150 pieces to unlock the haste potion, but it will allow us to mine much faster. I also have 30 levels, so we can go ahead and slap efficiency 5 on this golden axe, and that will let us level up our foraging a lot more. And hey, there we go. We actually unlocked Conjurer level 5, which means we have access to the growth enchant. Let me just slap some redstone there. So I believe if I take this armor set off and throw it on the ground, then if I pick it up, it should let me, if I'm not dumb, it'll like work. There we go. Okay, yeah. Now we have the growth enchant that actually works, and we have almost 200 health, which is absolutely awesome. There we go. And now all I need to do is add the glowstone to the potion to make this haste 2 for 8 minutes, and that would give us plenty of haste in order to get the foraging levels we need to unlock what we're going to be getting today's episode. Side note, yes, if you were paying attention, I recorded the first 3 episodes of this series all in the same day. I was very excited if you couldn't tell, but there we go. We have 3 haste 2 potions, and I'm just gonna craft a second set just to have. I'll cut to when these are done, but we're just gonna get 6 potions just in case we need them. Alright, our potions should be just about done. Let's go run over here and take them, and then we're gonna start our quest to do some foraging. There we go. We have 6 haste 3 or haste 2 potions, so we're not going to instant break the logs, unfortunately, but I think mining speed with like logs and the hub is like broken anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we were going to insta break them or not, since it's a little bit weird. But let's go over here. Another thing I want to mention is our griffin pet is now level 17 because of course I was collecting my minions and mining the coal. It leveled up just a little bit, so he's, you know, he's doing great, getting us some extra stats and going to increase our damage when we start doing combat. But there we go. We can drink this haste potion and you'll see just how fast we can end up tearing through these logs. It's actually basically the exact same speed as if we weren't drinking the potion, but it will go by very quickly in getting level 7 foraging. So hopefully this won't take too long, and again, this will be increasing our strength stat, which is absolutely awesome, and unlocking different oak minion, or all of the different wood minions that we're going to need. I totally forgot to put telekinesis on this thing, but I'm a little bit too lazy to go back and put that on. So I'll probably do that a little bit later, just in my own time. It doesn't seem to be too much of a problem anyways, and there we go. That's going to be level 4. 3 more levels and we'll be set. So while I'm cutting down these trees, I actually want to talk a little bit just about the series, what you guys, I don't know, what to expect from it. This is episode 3, so I guess we're getting a little bit deeper into the whole journey here of Archer only, and there's a few things I want to have you guys talk about and give me info on in the comment, mainly regarding Slayer bosses. The situation with Slayers is a little bit weird because some of the Slayers you can't damage with bows. mainly being Enderman Slayers and the Zombie Slayers. Now I do already have a plan for Zombie Slayers, and that does involve a later game bow you get from dungeons that isn't quite a bow. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about, and it's kind of funny how we won't be able to do any Slayers until I get this, because you can't actually access, you know, Spider, Sven, and Enderman Slayers until you've slain, like, I think tier 1 and 2 of the Zombie Slayer. But surprise, surprise, I can't damage them. So I'm not too sure how we can go about doing Slayers quite yet. It could be a long time before we start fighting them. I know that spiders are pretty straightforward because they do take damage from bows as far as I know, and Svens are a little bit trickier as they do take damage from bows, but it's heavily reduced. But you can still definitely tear through Sven 1 and 2 fairly easily, and I'm sure if we had enough gear, tier 3 would not be too much of a challenge. And then Enderman, as far as I know, completely impossible, which here comes the awkward part. I'm pretty sure Jujubo is locked. We can't actually access Jujubo. Oh, that's because it requires Enderman Slayer 3 to use, and I don't want to go into floor 7 without a Jujubo. I don't even want to go into floor 6 without a Jujubo, because we'd be basically useless. I mean, Bone Ranks will, you know, it'll probably get us through some of the later dungeon floors, like floor 3, not floor 3, sorry, floor 5. And maybe floor 6, but they nerfed bones pretty hard, so you can only really use one, and that's just gonna be a little bit awkward. I have some plans, don't get me wrong, definitely have some ideas on how to do this, but let me know how you guys want me to approach Slayers. And another thing is, when am I gonna end the series? You know, how far is the series gonna go? You saw my mage-only series from last year went until I got the, I pretty much got to floor 6, and then stopped because, well, the progression got, you know, it was kind of dumb. It was like I would either, you know, get a Hyperion, make one more video, or just end it there, and Iron Man looked pretty fun, so I started that there. But originally my goal was to get, you know, like, you know, 3/4 Necron, Golden Necron head, whatever I could, as far as I can. I wouldn't really end up with a Terminator unless something crazy happened and I ended up with 1 billion coins or something. But my plan was the Jujubo to be the last bow we get. But we can't really get a Jujubo because I can't use it. I do have one more idea, and it's involving using summoner items. I'm not sure if we should be allowed to have summoner items. I'll let you guys decide that in the comments if you think that's fair, as it's not really an archer weapon, but it's not me dealing damage, it's like summonable items. I'm not too sure if those should be allowed, but I think they can damage Endermans as far as I know. So leave down in the comments just some feedback, some ideas you can give me on the series, and let me know if you think that is fair for me to use the Necromancer items to slay some of the Slayer bosses. But there we go. I was able to talk long enough to us get Foraging 7 here. So not only do I have to not stretch this video out much longer, but I don't have to worry about cutting a lot of that out because, well, oh, cutting it out, get it? Because we're cutting down trees? Please don't click off my video. Anyways, there we go. Level 7, this gives us access to something I have wanted to use for absolute months, and if I wasn't so bad at the game, I'd climb out windows properly and go over here and talk to the bazaar friend. That is right, we finally have access to the bazaar, which is absolutely awesome. Boom, there we go. Look at all of this wonderful menu. I haven't seen this in absolutely ages, but the biggest thing is we now have access to experience bottles, Grand, Titanic, and Colossal XP stuff, so that's really, really nice, but more importantly, we can sell wheat for a lot more. I'm gonna go grab one inventory of wheat just to show you guys the difference of how much money this actually makes now. So I'm gonna get the exact same inventory setup I was using before, and I would get about 1,800 coins every inventory of wheat and seeds I would gather. So keep that number in mind, you know, 1,800 coins. Let me go through and turn my sounds down before I do this because apparently the sound of me destroying wheat has been crazy loud and I had to manually lower the volume in the last few episodes, so I'll just turn my Minecraft sounds down in general here. And let's fill up this inventory completely, and luckily we've been leveling up our farming a lot because I've had to get some money to buy different things to set up today's video, which is good. I'm not sure what our farming level is right now. I think it's like level 10 or 11, I think. Oh, we're at 13. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought it was. But still not quite enough to get up to the point where I want to start building different farms. Again, we haven't even gotten to do the Jacobs festivals yet. As I mentioned in, like, what, episode 1 or 2? The Jacobs events, they haven't even started yet. So I still have a few more hours before that. But let's finish grabbing this inventory and remember the number, about 1,800 coins per inventory. Now when I go to the bazaar and sell this, I'm going to be making a grand total of 2,000, which is, you know, 200 coins more than it was previously if it actually let me sell. But there we go. So we'll be making a lot more money faster. It takes probably about 1 to 2 minutes per inventory, so we can get, like, you know, 60, 65, even 70,000 coins an hour just doing this method, which is absolutely absolutely crazy. But another thing I want to get from the bazaar today. Actually, we can't quite afford what I was going for. I didn't even mean bazaar, I meant auction house. I wanted to buy an armor set, but I didn't realize that each piece costed 100,000 coins, which is quite a lot for what this armor is. So I think instead we're actually going to try and level up our combat a little bit and level up our griffin pet as well. So we're doing 50 damage without a crit, which is actually perfectly fine considering that that means we can two-shot all of these zombies without... That guy's on exactly 1 health, feels bad, man. We can two-shot the zombies, I'm out of arrows, without a crit, which is really good, because these guys give a decent amount of combat XP. It's kind of fun to think that I say decent as in 6 combat XP, which is kind of funny, but hey. Another thing I want to do real quick here is go over and look at this bow. Okay, so it deals extra damage to withers and wither skeletons, not zombies, unfortunately. But we need some more arrows, so let's buy another like stack or so of arrows and get back to grinding. I want to try to get combat level 5. I don't know if that's really doable right now. We might need a little bit of a bow upgrade. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to try and get power 5 on this bow real quick. That should be enough to get us 50 levels, I'm not positive. I don't know how much a grand XP potion even gives you anymore because I don't really use them. But if we buy 1, I should be able to splash it and get to... How is that not 50 levels? Okay, I guess we need more XP than that. Okay, there we go. That's 50 levels. All right, let's go ahead and let's slap, what is it? Power 5 on the bow. There we go. What else helps? Does anything else help damage-wise? I guess snipe isn't too bad. I don't want to go get 30 more levels, though. I guess I could, wow, 100,000 coins for a snipe book. I guess first, let's go see. I have 2,500 coins, so let's try and just reforge some of our armor for damage. Don't really want to worry about damage too much, but I want to try to get as much damage without a crit as possible to try and one-shot those guys. So I'll basically take any reforge that gives damage to try and save out on armor here. I guess I should have taken wise. That's not a terrible deal. Fierce, perfect, and I guess we can redo the bow because that only gives crit chance. Unreal, I guess we'll take that. That's not bad or anything. There we go, we only have 500 coins left. I guess we're just gonna go see our damage real quick here. Make sure our griffin is on, and I don't have an aspect dance, so I can't actually teleport. And what is this zombie doing outside of here? I guess let's see. Only 66 damage, that's kind of a bummer. But maybe if we get a lucky crit, then we will one-tap them during crits. I'm kind of stuck. Alright, let's check damage with a crit. I actually have to land a crit before this, for this to count. Please, let me crit. 107, okay, so we do crit, we do one-shot them with crits. But I think you can only crit if you fully charge, and I'm just honestly going to be spamming the bow. So, it's unfortunate we only got 16 damage from getting, power 5 on the bow, as well as, reforging our armor and bow, I guess, so that's not really too much of an issue. I probably should go back and put hasty on this instead, or just use different arrows, but, I think I'll save exploring the arrows for the next episode. We only get 2 extra damage from a combat level. That's also really unfortunate. But if we go back here, there is a special shop down here that gives us access to different kinds of arrows if we buy them. They're not terribly cheap, but we do have access to them through jacks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save jacks and unlocking new arrows for the next episode where we try to get as much damage as possible on this casual, regular, unmodified bow. But that's gonna do it for today's episode of Archer Only. If you enjoyed, consider dropping a like on the video, and hey, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It means a lot. This series is just getting started, and if you want to see more of it, it does mean the world to me. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.